Yes guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be doing our top 10 best Wonderkids around Europe this season. We'll be ranking them from obviously 10th to 1st, and we'll be basically comparing our 10th, our 9th, and see where basically everyone lines up. Before we get into it though, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, in at number 10, lads, who we got to kick it off?
Who have you got? Oh, Zaire Emery.
Zaire Emery, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't make my list, Zaire Emery.
He didn't?
What?
Nah, he didn't make my list. I didn't think he was...
Yeah.
No, I didn't think...
No.
But go on, explain why Zaire Emery.
No, I just feel like when he's playing for PSG,
Yeah.
and like when I've seen him play at the age of 17, he's getting in the squad. He's like a very good playmaker, like kind of
Yeah.
to the 10 role,
Yeah.
and he just does so well.
He seems like a tenacious sort of midfielder.
Yeah.
He's a bit box to box as well.
Yeah,
He can do
a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And I guess I don't know. That's going off on that, but I'm not sure if he's got into the French team yet.
yeah. I was gonna say he's got 2 caps. I've got Zaire Emery.
Yes,
Number
right.
10 as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
2
yeah.
caps. He's been playing this season and last season. I think last season he got like 20 games. This season he's got into the team a lot more. And this year obviously he's got into the French team.
Yeah.
And yeah, really good box to box. Can play number 10 as well. Playmaker. He's promising.
He seems like one of their own as well. Like he's a Parisian, so like I've seen him with like the microphone with all the fans.
Yeah,
and
he's
all
on
that.
it,
Yeah. So fair enough. On 10th, I went with Garnacho at number 10.
Okay.
I just feel like he's done really well last year, underrated quite last year. I said in the start of the season he was too good for United. Maybe that was a bit too much, but I feel like he is getting to that point where other big clubs will be sniffing around for him, and he's popped up with big goals. He's got 2 against Chelsea, even though they lost. Got 2 against Chelsea.
Started getting into the team a lot more this season, whereas I think last season a bit more in and out. Maybe the season before he broke through, but yeah, no, I haven't got him on my list.
Yeah, so I went 10th Garnacho. On to number 9. Who we got number 9?
Xavi Simons.
Oh,
that's low.
Yes,
That is very low.
That is low.
Go on, explain yourself. Yeah.
I just go through. He is a very, very good player.
Yeah.
I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
I think my list is a bit harder because I've gone for more potential wise rather than
Okay, so you put the more potential
higher up.
Yeah. Okay.
So my list is a bit out, but it's still in the top 10.
Yeah.
He can play left winger, he can play the number 10, he can play right wing.
Yeah, very versatile.
When we come through the Barca Academy, there's a lot of hype when he's about 14, 15.
Yeah. It's hard to live up to that though, when you've got all that social media now.
Especially how young he was.
Yeah.
And then obviously he went to, what was it, PSG? Or
So yeah, he
went
went to
to
PSG, he went PSV, he went back to PSG, now he's on loan at RB Leipzig.
Yeah, I remember that. He's doing really well at RB Leipzig. I know he had a killer season last year for PSV.
Yeah,
I think he had 20 goals or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised PSG didn't really keep him in the squad, to be honest, but probably more game time.
I think it was him because he's been quite vocal about him getting game time. And he knew he wouldn't get it this season. So
it's fair play to him.
To be fair, he's
done well. To be fair.
Yeah, who we got number 9?
I've got Cole Palmer at 9.
Yeah,
it's low.
Yeah, that is low as well.
Yeah,
for me,
I was going to put. There's just a lot of players who I think have just been doing it a little bit longer, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously this season he's been ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's got 16 goals, 8 assists in the Prem only.
Ridiculous.
I think he's got 30 goal contributions overall in all competitions. He's just come in and became the main man for Chelsea. Whereas, like when he was coming in, a lot of people were sort of thinking he weren't maybe gonna be that. A lot of people
more Sterling, wasn't it? At the start of the season,
a lot of people
Sterling.
probably thinking he was gonna be a bit like how Medoaki is, where he's a bit in and out, but he's just come in and he's like he's called Cole Palmer for a reason. The amount of penalties he's got in the last.
The thing people criticise that a lot, of penalties, but
like, is he meant to miss them?
Yeah, I know. But like, it's like not many people can score. I think it's 9 penalties he scored this year.
Yeah.
I doubt a lot of people could score 9 out of 9 penalties. You know what I mean? It's a hard technique to master, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's done really well. I think it's very underrated.
Yeah,
this season,
obviously his experience under Pep as well. And to be fair, he has to leave that Man City team when
for his own sake. Really.
Yeah, players like Mahrez has left. Maybe he would have got an opportunity, maybe he won't. But he made that step.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said as much of an opportunity as he would have Chelsea.
But he's gone and he's flourished. It takes a lot of balls to do that. To be fair.
In at number 9, I went with Nico Williams of Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you I forgot about it. He just won the Copa del Rey, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got 6 goals, 14 assists and 30 appearances this season for Bilbao. He seems like he's a really good creator. 14 assists. He seems like he's going to be crazy. He can play off either wing as well. Got nearly 2 key passes per game, so that just proves that obviously he's creating the stuff. And I feel like he's got a bit more of a ceiling than his brother. obviously at the start,
his brother had a load of seasons, but
like,
Nico's had a lot more promise about him.
Yeah, and I feel like obviously now he's in the Spanish national team as well.
He's getting it quite often.
He's going to hopefully be at the Euros because he seems like a very exciting player.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went with Nico Williams at number 9.
Okay.
Number 8 now. Who've got number 8?
Rasmus Højlund.
Oh, Højlund.
He was close to making my list, but I just there's a lot of players that
I can't lie. I didn't really think about him, to be honest. I saw him in the list, but I thought
Again, I go back to what my list is about, more about potential. Early days in his career.
Yeah.
His first proper season, like starting at like most games. Because if you look back, he started half a season for Atalanta. He done half a season when he was in Denmark.
Yeah.
He hasn't really had like a proper full season, and for him to go and do. I know it took him ages to score his first goal, but then since he got that first goal, he has kicked on a little bit.
But he has dropped off. That's the only thing he needs to get. I think he needs to get that bit of consistency.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But then he's got that burden on his shoulders of
80 million,
and the fact he got compared to Haaland.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but I do think he's a really good player. Like I do watch him sometimes. Like there is definitely a player in him.
Maybe if he had a few more goals this season, I think he'd have made my list. But I just feel like again, it's just better players. We'll get into that anyway. But yeah. In my number 8, I went with Gavi. Barcelona.
I've got Gavi as well. I thought he was going to. I put him. I thought, but he's had an ACL since November, and he probably would have been higher.
Yeah, if he stayed that consistency numbers, but again, as you said, only 12 appearances this season. Obviously, he's done well previous seasons, so break into a Barcelona team when he's 17, 18 or whatever in previous seasons is crazy. And I just feel like he hasn't, I don't know, like in the big games, like you'd obviously see them stepping up, like Gavi and all that, but I don't think I've seen him have a game where unplayable, you know what I mean? I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I guess he's still got time.
Yeah, of course.
He's not bad.
He's really young as well. He broke into the team at 17, didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for that one game to, you know what I mean, take the Champions League game or whatever. He takes it by the scruff of the neck. That's what I'm waiting for.
We've got a chance coming up.
Yeah, exactly. He might do it. He might do it this season. But so I went with 8 Gavi. 8 Gavi as well.
I was just say he's got 27 caps for Spain at 19.
That's mad. That is mad.
Mental.
He will be there one at all time along with Pedro, I think.
There's not many players that can come in like 16, 17, 18 years old and just like come in to your national team and do that. So fair play to him. But it's just, I think the ACL was probably affected whether he's sort of in the list maybe.
Fair enough. And number 7 now. I went with Xavi Simons.
Okay, right, you've got
7 as well. Yeah.
I've gone for Garnacho.
Yeah.
Really touching him.
Fair enough. 7 goals and 9 assists this season. Got an average rating of 7.8. He had 18 goals for PSV the season before that. Got I think a few assists there as well. And I feel like he made the right move in like getting loaned out, getting more game time. And I think you should look for a move away because I feel like you get players that rot away at PSG, and I don't want him to be one of them players who, you know what I mean, they get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, year in, year out, always foul at the last hurdle or whatever. I just feel like he belongs at a better team, to be honest. A team that's going to be...
I think he did want to move because in his position he's Mbappe, and he knew he couldn't really...
Maybe
Mbappe does play off that left, doesn't he?
Yeah, with Enrique,
So he once he leaves, I reckon he will go in there and probably become that main man.
I could see that, to be fair. But I just feel like in terms of winning the big trophies, maybe he's not going to get that. Even the Ballon d'Or, you know what I mean? Mbappe's not got it yet, and he's 24 now. Do you know what I mean?
24,
and he's seen the light now, and he's like, right, I've got to be a big team. I've got to be at Real Madrid, Barcelona. You know what I mean? So so I went with Xavi Simons at number 7. You went Garnacho,
yeah?
Yeah, fair enough. Number 6. This is where we start getting a bit. A lot of them can go either or, 5th, 6th,
or we could
4th.
Have completely different people. To be fair.
Number 6, I went Pedri. Pedri at number 6.
That feels close.
That
feels a lot though.
I just feel like he has, again, the same with Gavi. I don't think he's had that one game where he's been unplayable. What game?
From what I've seen, like highlights and stuff like that, I feel like he does take the game by scruffing it, like, and scores in vital moments. I know he done it the other way,
but I just feel like Barcelona haven't really been winning the trophies, haven't been really competing as nearly as high.
You see the team around him?
Yeah, I know, but like it just. No, I feel like this season they've got a really good team.
Yeah.
Compared
to I think he does go under the radar a little bit.
Maybe that's maybe.
But I think he's quite. I think he won the the Golden Boy Award in 2022. I think the Kobbie Trophy, which is like the young players trophy as well.
Yeah.
Because he's a bit more of a, I don't know if he's a box-to-box or playmaker, but he just maybe because he doesn't get those goals and assists.
Yeah, maybe
he does go under the radar. But I think he's a quality.
Yeah, I mean, he racked. I think that one year he had like 70 appearances or whatever, across all competitions. Like, man,
it was
dead at the end
it
of
was
the
63 games.
Yeah, it's honestly,
and that was 63 games, all competition. Then the Olympics happened, and he was there for it, and he done it. I remember.
He looked dead in a picture.
I don't know if you see. They probably put up the picture. Literally, baggy eyes. I was like, how would you do that? He was like 18, wasn't he?
Yeah. So number 6 went Pedri.
I had Mainoo.
Number 6.
Every time I see him play, right?
Yeah.
Like recently, I saw him for England. I saw him today.
Yeah.
The ability with his feet, like to get out of situations, to dribble past players, and even the goal he scored today was second to none against Liverpool.
I just
he is positive.
Yeah.
Him and my number 1 is the future of England.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I just feel like it's a bit premature with Mainoo.
Yeah, he's only had like 20 odd games. I mean, you look when he has played, he does look like quality. Yeah, you've done it.
I've done it a bit of a weird way.
Yeah,
potential wise.
I just feel like he just didn't make my list. But I can see why he's in there, but it's just not for me, to be honest.
So I have Doku at 6.
Ooh, okay. I did not put Doku. I didn't put Doku in.
Yeah, so
I forgot about Doku.
I don't know. He's just come in and he's become just one of the most direct and pacey and quality wingers. And there's not a lot of wingers nowadays that are so direct and go after and run at players. A lot of them are quite like possession based now. They get forward, you turn back, you can't, which is fine. But he's like really direct. And I know he's probably his goals, assists. I don't know. I think it's like 2 goals, 6 assists maybe. But I think it's a lot more than that. The way he beats players, he's so exciting when he watches. Watch him. But I remember we went to the England-Belgium game.
Oh, he ruined us.
And honestly, he's like when you see him in real life, honestly, he cooks so many like right backs.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a bit critical of him, but I just don't think he's been. I don't know. I feel like I want more end product from him. He's very direct, very you don't want him in a 1v1 because you're going to get skimmed. But I feel like I mean he showed it once against West Ham where Kansai Kufal murdered him and then put it bottom right. Like it was.
Maybe that's just what he's missing.
He got a lot of praise when he was young, especially when he was at Anderlecht. When Company was there. Company was raving about him. I mean, you can see why he's at City. Look how well he's doing. Belgian national team, and he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the Euros, he's going to be a menace.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, number 5.
This is
who we got number 5?
I've got Gavi in number 5.
Gavi?
Gavi,
okay, fair enough. Yeah. I can see why you put number 5.
I've got Camavinga at 5.
That's low. Yeah,
that is a bit low.
Yeah,
it's just
that's low.
Maybe I've gone a bit more recency bias with some of the players I've got a bit higher. Maybe, but obviously he's quality. He can play a number of positions. He's international experience. And I think he's just getting to that point where he's getting into the Real Madrid team a bit more. I think he can play left back, midfield.
I remember he can play centre half. I know.
Yeah.
Not as an out and out brute force, but he can play there
left back, defensive midfielder.
He's such a utility player.
Yeah. Number 5, I went Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
It's literally just changed now. I had someone here, but you know what? I've changed it. Because I feel like Cole Palmer, he's been really good, but the person I'm putting above him, is a little bit better. But I feel like Cole Palmer this season, again, just been Chelsea's main man. I feel like it doesn't get talked about how much of a flop Sterling's been. He was meant to be what Palmer is now.
Do you remember his free kick the other week?
I think Chelsea fans tried to forget that one because that
was the best free kick I've ever seen.
And he should have scored another goal as well that game. I think he had like tapping it with a header or something. But
Who's my number 4? I have Cole Palmer and number 4.
Cole Palmer, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Who've got number
4? Florian Wirtz.
That's who I switched mine with. I put Florian Wirtz.
How have I forgot about that?
He's forgot about him. Oh no, comments, you know what to do.
Oh my god, he literally won the league with
basically, but go on. We've got Wirtz 4th then.
I get that. I don't know if it was a bit recency bias from me, but clearly not.
No.
But obviously he's been unreal this season. 41 game unbeaten Leverkusen side. He's been basically their main man, and he's so young as well.
The thing is, he has been for a few years now.
But I think maybe this season, he's coming into it. Like he's getting into the German squad. I don't know if you saw the goal he scored the other week. It was against France or Holland. Pings it to him, and he just like pings it top corner. Yeah, he's quality. He's so good.
Yeah, he's just, as I said, been Leverkusen's main man. He's got 8 goals, 10 assists with an average rating of 7.7. Like, it's...
to be fair, for that to be an average rating of 7.7,
nearly 8 out of 10 every game.
Literally.
It's just mental. Yeah.
How have I put Hoyland in and not Wirtz? I could feel a roast it.
He should be,
Number 3 now, top 3. Who we got third?
Jamal Musiala.
Okay, yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, do you know what? He runs the show. He's generally done what Thomas Muller did in 2014 and just took it upon himself to do that 10 years later.
Yeah, completely different player, but again, the same numbers. I get what you mean.
He's the brightest star that Germany have at the moment, and he plays in the same position as you said, Florian Wirtz.
So it'd be interesting to see how they line up with both of them in the team. But
if they find a way to fit both of them in, but the amount of other players that they have as well, it depends how they want to play.
But we go with
3. I had Pedri. Pedri, we touched on him earlier. Again, I do think he's gone under the radar maybe a little bit, just because there's so many other players that are getting these goals and assists. But box to box. He can be a playmaker as well, and like the thing is, he made that move to Barca when he was so young as well. I think from Las Palmas for like 5 million maybe.
3 million.
Or was
3
it,
million
euros. He's just he's so reliable as well. Like obviously we mentioned earlier, like 60-70 games in a season, and
it's not healthy.
Fair play to him.
I think he's suffered with a few injuries
recent times.
It's just sort of. I don't know, like...
It's hindered him a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happens. When you play with him so many games when you're so young, it's going to catch up on you sooner. Obviously, he's only 22 now, it's not going to catch up on him now, but you know what I mean? It's just, he's going to pick up these injuries, and Barca fans, they've got to expect that because the amount of games he played. But fair enough. At number 3, I went Camavinga at number 3. I just, again, they can play loads of different positions, left back, CDM, centre mid. And he's becoming one of the stalemates in the France squad now with him and Tchouaméni. I just feel like he's been quality this season. And to be make such an impact when you think he went 17 from Stade Rennes, and to make such an impact that he has at that age, it's just crazy at Real Madrid. So he had to be my number 3. Number 2 now, I went with Jamal Musiala.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've gone for Camavinga.
Camavinga second, in the top spot. I'm glad we all haven't said him. Jude Bellingham.
Jude.
Hey Jude.
On form, and I said this in another video, the best centre mid in the world. On form.
On form.
On form.
On form. Obviously, it's just De Bruyne, but he got in 23 La Liga appearances. He's got 16 goals and 4 assists.
20 goals and 10 assists in all comps as well.
It's mad to think when a lot of people probably viewed him as like a bit of a deeper player, especially at Dortmund. And he's just sort of come in and he's like he's such an advanced.
He's kind of played like an 8. Really, but
just behind that Hosselu, isn't he?
But then he also can convert to a 10, but he can also be a.
It seems like once Vinicius and Rodrigo get that ball, he's got the license to get in that box.
And he scores. He does it. He makes the box.
The goals he does as well after time. He does create his own stuff.
And it's in them vital moments as well. You always see a 93rd minute winner or an equaliser. He's always doing them big goals.
They're not exactly scruffy goals at all. It's him taking on 2-3 players.
He's got such confidence.
He's
he's got like a good sort of arrogance about him. As well. Like when I've seen him, I've seen him at Wembley. Like he's like the captain of the team. He gets everyone up and going. Like
he's a round player.
So young as well. You'd think, and the way he talks in interviews as well is. Mental.
She talks like 28-year-olds or something.
Older. Honestly, it's mental.
Right, on to our honourable mentions now. Who we got honourable mentions?
Well,
I will say one now. Endrick.
Yes.
I just feel like he hasn't done enough to.
I just think he's not in Europe yet. I think when he goes to Real Madrid, I reckon he will kick on.
Get some appearances.
Because he does play striker, doesn't he? That front three, they're going all Brazilian front three.
That would be scary. See him at Wembley as well getting that goal.
I'm also going to go with Lenny Euro. Euro from Lille. So he's been linked with Liverpool, Real Madrid as well. He's a good young centre half, and he gets a lot of praise from the French media. A lot of praise.
I think none of us have mentioned it. I think he was in your list, but Yamal.
I think
so young.
He's 16, but I just think I know he has taken it, but I don't think there's enough of him yet. I think next year I would definitely put him in the top 10.
He's been getting in the Spain squad as well. For ages.
Another one as well, Victor Roque of Barcelona. I feel like again, he needs a season of consistent minutes. Once Lewandowski gets out of the way, I think hopefully he'll be more minutes, more appearances, and get them goals. So
of course.
I feel like Victor Roque's in there. Anymore else?
Matthias Tell of Bayern.
Yeah.
Matthias Tell was coming to it this year.
Yeah.
He attacking midfielder, I believe. Or
Striker.
He can play everything. I've seen him play in a few positions on YouTube.
Yeah.
But he's different class. You've got apart from the injury, Arda Güler as well.
Yeah. You seen him? He's
wow now. He's boy to a man in half a year.
Yeah. But yeah, fair enough. That is our top 10 wonder kids around Europe this season, with some oral mentions as well at the end. Any you disagree with, let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.